They ate all the food and drank all the water. Now it's nap time. In case you're curious, the yellow things they're standing on are heater plates. So in the bad old days, people used to use heat lamps that would be hung over top of the brooder. So they're in a very large Rubbermaid right now. And so you would hang a light over top, but if the light fell, it could start a fire or it could kill some ducklings. So these plates just sit in there and they're like slightly warm. They're not as warm as a heat lamp. And they're supposed to go under them to keep warm. But they have discovered that the top of these is much nicer and not all soggy and wet from having had water dumped all over it. When talking to animals in their own language, it's important not to make alarm calls. Like if you're imitating them, make sure you're not imitating their like, hey, I'm scared of a human sound, unless you want them to run away. Okay, you've drunk all your water. I'm going to get you more water. Whereby drunk all their water, I mean spilled all their water. Are we ready for this? I don't think anyone's ready for this. Water. You know what that sound is, all right. Oops. Sorry, that was loud. Hey, cuties. That white one is usually the first one to jump into the food or water. I would say the smartest one. Are you a smartie? Or are you just going to jump right back up there and snuggle? Which might be a smart thing to do, really. Hi. Hi. No, one more bowl over. There you go. The wire cover is to keep the cats out. Chickens will jump out, actually, when they're not very old at all. But ducks are pretty good at staying inside. Now they're going to be basically doubling in size every day or two for a while. So they're not going to be able to stay in here very long. They'll have to go outside into the bigger brooder. Oh, everyone's being so, like, sedate. Last time I put water in there, they were all, like, inside the water, stepping over each other. One of them has some foot problems. He has trouble standing. So I put him in that dry bowl that one is standing in, so that he can eat and drink without falling over. Wasn't expecting him to make it very long, but he's made it so far, so fingers crossed. You're very cute. I'm really interested to see how that's not food. How their spots and markings all turn out on the grown-ups. Anconas, which is this kind of duck, the breed standard has a very particular pattern that they like, and it does not involve like a ton of black on the back. It involves like spotty bits on the back, basically. So probably a bunch of these will have too much coloring, but they might develop white spots on their backs, in which case they'll be fine. Either way, they'll be good, like laying birds and eating birds and foraging birds and all the stuff that they'll be doing. I don't show my birds. I'm told that ducks have like very wide peripheral vision, like they can see almost behind themselves. So when they tilt their heads to look at me, theoretically they don't have to do that. Oh, there we're starting to get in the water. We're getting very excited about that. Hopefully these two white ones will develop some sort of black spotting. That would be nice. You're stepping in the water. And then this baking tray is theoretically here to catch at least some of the water to keep the bedding at least a little bit drier. Anyhow, many ducklings. 18 in total, but some are underneath, including the one that can't walk well because he can't get up top. You're eating poop. I'm curious to see, I have both chocolate and black birds, parents, and chocolate has like a sex-linked inheritance thing. It is recessive, but it's on the male chromosome. So if you have a, how does this work? If you have a parent of one color, a father of one color, and a mother of another color, if you do it right, if you set that up right, if your father is chocolate and your mother is black, then all of your little girl babies will be, how does this work? Black, carrying chocolate, and all of your boys will be chocolate, I think. Or something like that. You can tell colors based on the, or sexes based on the colors, but you have to set it up so that the parents are carrying a known number of each color. Oh, look at those feet. Look at those stripy feet. I like your stripy feet. This one, oh, there we go, was eating another duck. when they were just born, oh there, see the white one is kind of like pecking at the wall, trying to eat it. When they were just born, a whole bunch of them were doing that, standing in a big group, pecking at the wall. They're still trying to learn what's food and what's not, and they have a bit of a bug catching instinct. So if it's on the wall and it's kind of floating there, it's probably a bug, right? Because they don't understand walls, they understand something is hanging in the air close to me. Okay, well, I'm going to go outside for a bit. Hey, stripy beak. You have a stripe on your beak. It's very cute. And we'll have to come back to them later. They spent like 24 hours in here, not even, yesterday. And you can see that it's both completely soaked and completely covered in poop. So they go through these fast. I have two so that I can just clean one, put fresh bedding in, and toss them into the new one because there's nowhere else to keep it while I'm cleaning, really. Hi, cat. Hello, another cat. It's not dinner time yet. He'll never believe you. Oh ho! So I was on my way out to the ducks, and you will notice I'm in the opposite direction from the ducks. I noticed that the spruce tips are coming out, and last year I almost missed them. And this is actually very close, maybe this weekend. Shoot. Maybe this weekend I'll pick them. Hey, pup. Hey, another pup. Oh my goodness. Leaning against me. Maybe this weekend I'll pick them, as well as planting my whole field of corn and tomatoes and squash. Wow, that sounds like a lot. Even just corn and tomatoes, maybe? It's such a busy time of year. Right, Thea? Is it a busy time of year? She neither confirms nor denies.